Happy Friday.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Ho, ho, ho.
I'm not a ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. Hopefully you're all ready for Christmas. This is going to be interesting. We're standing up today.
I'm almost ready.
I'm almost ready. I am ready. I just bought somebody the wrong size, so I have to return it. Other than that, I'm done too. Hopefully you're done and you're not sewing anymore because it's all ha, 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 ha. So now we'll, at the last minute, decide to make somebody something. Well,
I just have elastic to put in.
Elastic for
The kids' pajamas.
Oh, hopefully they're not watching.
They can't. They don't get social media.
Oh, that's a good.
They are too young, in my opinion. That's my opinion.
In their opinion. So we're hiding something today.
No.
I don't know if we're doing a very good job.
Good morning, Sherry.
We'll wait a few more minutes. Let a few more come on.
Good morning, Linda. Sorry, my eyes are still watery, so some of you guys'
can't
get
see
real watery.
anything on there.
I can, but not far away.
Yeah. Hey, just to give everybody an update that was saying their prayers for Kirsten.
Yes.
I got a message last night that she made it through the surgery and the doctors have very positive feelings about the whole thing. The results are good. She was heading to ICU last night. I don't believe I've seen an update yet today, but no visitors by any means. She's just not ready for that at all. So things went well, thankfully.
Well, it sounds like it was a really, really, really long day.
It was a long day, a long surgery. But hopefully she'll be able to stand up and not be in so much pain, that's the goal.
Which means more classes for you.
Which means more classes. It's just going to be a few months, but we can all wish her lots of good thoughts.
Well, with that, it is the brand spanking new toy that is behind Mom, and she's very excited.
So, welcome to the new baby, Aveneer.
You're in the way.
I know, I'm just...
You're okay. Move around.
I will just
you're fine.
go this way.
Just push that to the side.
Okay.
Don't straddle it because you will get hurt.
I do not want to...
You're fine. I can adjust that.
Take your camera away. Okay.
So, it's here.
Look how big she is, or he, or whatever.
It's a boy. That's what our announcement was.
It's a boy. Okay.
It's a boy. You know what? This is the best kind of baby. I didn't have to give birth to it.
Okay. So we are not going to show you all of the cool new features, but we are going to show you some of the new features.
Okay.
So we're going to flip over.
By magic, I think. Okay, give me a second. I don't know what I did.
There you go.
That's one. You're connected. Where did two go?
This is a blank moment in life.
Well, let's see about that.
Well, we were working a minute ago, so we know it works.
No, why are we not?
Did something get unplugged? Hello? No?
Well, let's try. Let's see if I just was special.
Well, you are special, honey. I'm going to move this out of the way.
Okay, well.
Well, so while she's doing that, how about I show you guys the new big hoop. Look at the size of that hoop.
Oh, that's because the cord came out.
See, I did bump something. But before you switch it, let me show them our new 18-inch hoop. For the difference, you will see how much bigger we are. So you have all that extra room to do your edge-to-edge quilting.
And isn't he so cute?
and this is built in to the machine. We did it in variegated thread, so it's kind of hard to see, but these are all words.
It says
Super,
Mickey
super
Mouse.
cute. All of it's behind it.
Outrageously. So cute.
Pretty darn cool. All right, let's switch it over, and hopefully it will behave this time. Is it falling out?
Oh, no, that's right. I moved it. I lied. Give me just a second here. It decided to.
There we go.
Yep, and I'm going to get that out of your way. And then we're going to. There we go. I'm only a little special.
Well, you're a lot of special.
Okay, so now you should be set, and then I can pan over here for you.
Okay. We're going to bring around the machine. So we have the screen. Are we good?
Yep, so you guys.
But you got to listen. It's got to think for a minute.
No, it's telling you to follow
Remove
directions.
The carriage of the embroidery unit will move. Keep your hands, etc., away from the carriage.
So it's going to remind you to keep your hands away. And then
So that would be our AI talking to us.
we're going to hit OK. You will have a new screen.
So I want to know who else thinks that voice sounds like it's the thing at Disneyland telling you, please keep your hands inside of the ride and stay seated at all times.
It just does. So in our sewing, should we just switch to embroidery first so they can see the projector?
Yeah, we'll just go through the quick little bit.
Okay, so we're going to go through. Oh,
You touched
The
it.
I
carriage
did.
of the embroidery unit will move.
you
Keep
can
your
turn
hands, etc., away from the carriage.
that off if you would like. So we're going to hit OK. So our sewing side is right here. Your new projector will look like, give it a minute. Oh, we're going to move this over just a minute. Do we see how large
Okay,
that
hang on, they
is?
can't. No.
No. I'm in the way.
No, I gotta go up a little bit.
You know, real quickly, I'm going to go around the other way so that I don't hit that cord.
Oh, get a little closer so you guys can see. And I know you're not going to be able to see the line, just given the fact that. Actually, I'm going to change the color of your line. Sometimes projectors will see one color, cameras will see one or another. So what you guys can't see is the line that's there. And unfortunately, let's see if I can get it. There you go. You can see a little bit.
There you go.
I just have to get creative with
See
my
how
placement.
long that line is. Pretty darn cool. I love
If I
it.
don't budge or breathe, then it won't do the little rainbow flashy thing for the projector on cameras that they
And
can't
your
stop.
pen is now, I call it very retro. It's now rounded. And so you're just going to be able to hit on the side and change stitches, change your length, change your width.
They can't see any of that because your
Oh.
hand's in the way.
So how's that? Is that better?
So
You'll be able to change your width, your length, and then your tension.
needle position.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. That is needle position. And then up here is where you will change your stitch. And then there's some other buttons that we can go through when you come in for your little demo that you're going to come see. And then I'm going to click that off and hit OK. Now we're going to give you the guide light, which if we go into our sub, we have our grid that you can change.
Oh, the rainbow lights.
We
Hang on, let's see if
also
I can
have-
get rid of rainbow lights.
Why are we flashing?
That's what the projector does on all cameras, even Brothers. It's very entertaining to try and get rid of, but it's kind of.
And we have crosshairs, so we'll get out of the
You
projector.
guys will want to come in to see that.
Yeah, that's going to be too hard to show you over the screen. Okay,
So,
and now let Melissa move it back over. So your screen will have some familiar things. Your stitches are much brighter on the screen. You'll be able to flip over and get to all your categories. And then, of course, your decorative stitch will look like this. We're not going to go into detail. We're just going to kind of show you a few of the fun features. You now have a symbol that looks very familiar to you for your page button. I always called it the page button, your settings. And then let's go back to our home page. In your embroidery, it's going to tell us we need
The carriage of the embroidery unit will move.
keep your hands
your hands
inside. Okay. So this will be your embroidery screen. We now have the upper part that's going to show you your designs. Should we just bring in a letter to show the projector on this part?
Whatever you want.
Let's bring in a letter.
You and your couching.
Well, I was just going to, okay. So we're not going to bring in couching.
These are really cool letters.
These are
They're new.
very cool. Let's just go ahead
They're
and bring in an A.
These are filled like the design center fills.
Yes.
And you'll notice your screen looks a lot different on here. Your information on how long, how many color changes, it's all right there.
So you don't have to do any guesswork. And of course you have your eye, call it the little eye up above. If you touch your eye, it's going to show you your design right in the front. So it's nice and big. You get the information you need. And if you like it, you're going to set it. Okay.
There's also on here, you can filter your designs based on different options.
Oh, I forgot about that. But let's show them the projector.
Okay.
So we're going to get a little movie again. Ready?
Go for it.
So look how big that is, you guys. Isn't that awesome?
Yes, the screen size is really, really nice on here, and it's a very clean screen. And now your projector, that's our 5x7 hoop, and you can see the projector has filled the entirety of your hoop. So after seeing this yesterday and going home and working on my machine, I went, ugh, stupid projector's not big enough.
Although we love the projector.
I
and the
love my
luminaire.
luminaire projector, but I was working on a design that was needed to go in an 8.5-inch hoop. And I went to project and I was like, I can't see the bottom of this design. Down at the bottom here, you will notice you have lots of options, and this little guy can get taken away so you can see the whole area. But we're going to see if we can get you a little closer in.
Let me hold it.
So we'll go right there. Oh, I'm trying to do it where you don't get the rainbow. If I stay right there, it's very rainbow-less.
Okay.
So these little guys here, this allows you to move on the screen, or on your fabric of your machine. Yeah, trying to do all this at the same time. So I can move my design up or down. No, you can't lean that forward. You got to stay back. So you can see I'm moving very little individual clicks, but my design can move up or down, side to side. We can go over here, and now I can choose to make my design larger or smaller, and I can do it proportionally or individually. And then I can even go over here and say, oh, I really need you to rotate. So I'll rotate you 10 degrees.
So Melissa's done all of this and she has not looked at the screen once. So that is so awesome.
And then if I just want to get rid of that altogether, I can say, oh,
Goodbye.
goodbye. Well, it will. It's a little hard when I'm trying to avoid things on here and not and let you guys see.
You can't get it in there and you
I
can't get
can't
it flat.
block everything and get everything in there. So
they get the gist of it.
you get the idea of what that can do. So now you're not having to worry about anything up on your screen. And one of the things we forgot about here, the other end of your stylus is no longer that big chunky thing. You now have the smaller one that was in the Luminaire update. That is on the other end here. And I love that they gave you a cap for it.
Yeah.
So you don't bust it.
Yeah.
So please don't pull that plastic off the end.
So that's just a snippet, you guys, of what is on the new Aveneer.
And I don't know if you noticed or if they talked about, these buttons are larger.
They are.
And they're squared off now instead of round.
Oh, quite awesome. So your lid will still open. It will still go flat, only it's round now.
Yes, and your well for your thread is deeper.
Mm-hmm. So
all right, we ready to come back on?
We're ready to come back.
Okay.
So this is on display in the store, you guys, if you want to come in and take a look. And we will give you a quick demo and show you all the new features.
No, neither one of us is from Iowa. We're both straight from in Oregon. Born, well, no, Mom was born in Washington.
I'm a Tacoma girl. Why do
Tacoma
we
girl.
look like Iowas?
I don't know. I don't know what's cool about Iowa. Alrighty, so let's get to talking about some classes. Alrighty, so upcoming here soon, we have got a beginner quilt starting in January, January 6th. We have got the Venus quilt, which they just had one yesterday. Yeah, that was yesterday. And we have another one coming up on the 11th of January.
We're done with this, right?
Yeah, you can move that out of the way, but it's plugged in down there.
I know.
So just unplug here because it's a very short cord.
Okay. We're good.
So we have got the poolside tote coming up on the 15th.
And this is your poolside tote.
I love that bag.
Mm-hmm.
It's very fancy and
It is. It's a great bag for going shopping, anything. I think the word poolside.
I love the dip underneath
Mhm.
here.
Yep, makes me want to tickle your arms.
Please don't, but it's
I will.
comfortable.
And a nice pocket in the front. So it's a really fun class, you guys. I'm looking forward to teaching it. And we're going to do a little bit of hopefully design center or even just using our Move It foot to quilt our fabrics.
Well, what if they didn't want to do that?
Well, then Melissa
Has a class on the 17th introducing you to the long arm, which is going to be classes so that you can learn to use the long arm. So the way that we're going to do the long arm classes is break it up. There's going to be two different parts to it. We are going to do an intro, which is going to teach you about threading it, doing the bobbin, how to function, the basics on it, using the manual functions. So you're going to be in charge. You're going to drive the wheel.
doing your stippling, more or less.
Mhm.
My
So
favorite part.
You're driving the wheel. Then the second class will be an option for you to take if you want to learn to use the computer portion of it. So if you're wanting to learn to do the edge to edge on there,
Right.
you're wanting to do your quilts, that's going to give you that opportunity to learn the edge to edge functions so that you can set your quilt up and let the machine do all the fun patterns. So that class, like I said, is going to be coming up on January 17th, and then we will have rental times after it. I hope to have that up later today. I am working on writing the description, which sometimes writer's block happens and you just stare at the screen and go, this doesn't make sense.
Mhm. So that's a whole new avenue, you guys. No longer do we have to do them for a while, or do you have to take them somewhere? You can go do your entire quilt for yourself.
Also, if you're taking a bag class, come in, quilt your fabric, and then you're ready to go and you don't have to do it on your flatbed machine. Alrighty, and then the next class is going to be on the 22nd of January, edge to edge quilting in your embroidery machine. So that requires a 6x10 or larger hoop on your machine, just due to the nature of how it works. So we will be doing a table runner because I'm not going to have you do a whole quilt in order to get it done. But we want you to learn how to rehoop and get everything lined up. And doesn't matter what machine you have, just get yourself signed up so you can start doing those on your own.
Right.
If you don't have embroidery and you're wanting to do your own quilts, January 24th is free motion commotion.
We're going to dance with our machines, and I will be teaching that one. So there is no hooping involved, so it doesn't matter what kind of machine you have. And there will be a supply list up on the website for you.
I know what we should do in that class.
What?
We should bring the radio over here with some classical
So we
music
can
so you can dance with your machine.
You got it.
And then for those of you who have got new embroidery machines, have one that's collecting dust because you don't know what the heck you're doing with it, or have one that you're just really frustrated with. Stabilizer 101 is going to be on January 30th. And then the next day, so that you're not having to cart your machines back and forth, is going to be Stabilizer 102.
Two foo-foo. So
Doo-foo-foo.
one is going to be all your basic stabilizers, how you hoop them. 102 is when we do all the fun, goofy little things, 3-dimensional, lace, that kind of stuff. So if you've taken one already, you can get signed up for 102. Otherwise, if you
We need to add something to 102.
Well, we'll talk about it. If you haven't taken 101, you'll take 101 that day and have 102 the next day.
All righty. There is also a class that will be coming soon with details called Fresh Poppies, and it's a tiling scene that Miss Emma is going to be teaching. It is super, super cute. So keep your eye out for that. That'll be coming up, information on that probably right after Christmas. And then February, oh dear God, I can't read that far. February 6th.
Let me see. You need help.
I got it. And I already read the dates for the next one too, so I'm good. So February 6th, I'm actually going to be working on a new sample later today. We are going to do a zipper pouch, and this is the size of it. It's what it looks like, only we're going to make a new fun festive one. So they are a quilt as you go, so you're going to learn how to do those. And then we are also going to be using our decorative stitches in our machines and learning how to stitch stack, and how to embellish with our machines. So that's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to start using some of those bells and whistles that we forget we have. So if you have a laser guide on your machine, it's going to be your new best friend. If you have a projector on your machine, it's going to be your best friend. If you don't, that's okay. We love you too.
Are you going to be, creating their own stitches and all
They're
that
going to
good
do
fun
all
stuff?
the fun things.
That's a good class, you guys. You're going to learn a lot about your machine.
So I want
And you'll have a bag when you're done.
And there is in here, there's two sizes and the zippers for the two sizes. So you'll have one that's a 9 by 5 by 3 and one that's a 13 by 9 by 4. The one I just showed you is the 13 by 9. So you can go home and make a smaller one when you're done. We're going to do the larger one so we have more room to play.
Perfect.
And then the 13th and 14th of February, by popular demand.
I have made, I think, 5 of these now, 4 or 5. They are so much fun and you can be so creative with them. And I have learned a lot of secrets that make them much easier. So join me, ladies, and you will have a very cute bag. Melissa had a great idea after I had made them both for the granddaughters. Why not make them for the grandsons and they can have an overnight bag? I could be using race car fabric or something, that they would like. I never thought
Lucas
about
is a
it.
basketball boy, and I told Mom, I said, this would be perfect. He can throw his basketball shoes in there,
Yeah.
his water bottle, his ball, and take that with him and be good to go.
So, fun class. Hopefully we will,
That'd be perfect for his birthday.
oh yeah, his birthday's the 5th. When's the class?
I'll quilt your fabric.
In other words, Mom, you'll get one done.
Otherwise, basketball season will be over.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyway, you can also use a panel if you want it to be easy.
And you will have had your long arm class by then, so you could pre-quilt your fabric.
True. See? We make it work.
I'm so smart.
You are so smart. You're so smart.
So very, very smart. Alrighty, so OESD, I'm hoping to have finalized next, probably end of next week. I don't know when they're in office next week because of the holiday. So sometime next week or the following week, we'll have that finalized. As soon as that is finalized, it will be up on the website ready for you guys to get signed up. The dates on that are going to be the 20th, 21st, and 22nd of February.
Perfect.
Alrighty, I believe
So we've been
we
doing
sound
this.
like Iowans. Is that how you say that? Iowans?
I don't know
I
how
don't
they
know.
sound.
I don't either.
I
I'm gonna have to go look it up now. Alrighty, you guys. We hope you have a very, very, very Merry Christmas.
And a Happy New Year. I don't know that we're on the week between
No, we are
Christmas
not
and
gonna
New
do
Year.
live in between.
So be safe out there and enjoy your families.
Yes, and we will see you hopefully before Christmas. If not,
2025.
and what'd you do with it?
What?
Your little truck.
Oh,
Last thing before we go, we do have gift cards. So if you need a last minute gift, they make great stocking stuffers too.
they do.
Mm-hmm.
They make great stocking stuffers.
You know what else makes good stocking stuffers?
I don't.
Tie scissors. You know what doesn't fit in my stocking? An Aveneer. Alrighty, guys. We'll see you next year.